Good day. Here is the news recap right here on Rollers World Television, Ibadan. I'm Ololade Bolariwa. United States military plans strike on Nigeria. Federal government calm despite Trump's threat. Anambra polls. Oyo NSCDC commandant rallies stakeholder support against crime. Nigeria ranks sixth on global terrorism index. Fans criticize Jurek in Lukman's face off. Shoyinka calls Trump a petty-minded dictator. Oyo government approved 38.7 billion for Igbo Kishi Road reconstruction. Now the news in details. President Donald Trump has ordered the Pentagon to prepare a plan for possible military strikes on Nigeria, alleging that the Nigerian government has failed to protect Christians from attacks. The statement has stirred global outrage, raised concerns about interference in Nigeria's internal affairs. Nigerian Minister of Information Mohammed Idris reacted swiftly, calling for calm and stating that the federal government remains focused on protecting all citizens regardless of faith. Idris described Trump's comment as unnecessary provocation and confirmed that diplomatic channels were being used to clarify the situation with Washington.
To the genuine concerns raised. Now, have we had any discussions with the government of the United States? Yes. Channels have been opened. We prefer that this situation is being solved diplomatically, but there is no any panic mode here. We are responding responsibly, steadily.
Security analysts warns that the remarks could strain Nigerian-United States relations if not properly managed. However, international observers have expressed confidence that diplomacy will prevail and avert any escalation of tensions. All is set for the conduct of Anambra State's off-season governorship election tomorrow, Saturday, 8 November 2025, in the state. In readiness for the exercise, INEC has concluded the inspection and distribution of election materials across the state. The INEC chairman, Joash Amukwito, reiterated the Commission's readiness in conducting free and fair and credible election with commitments to a transparent poll with upgraded accreditation technology, BVAS, and additional logistics. The police have also confirmed large-scale deployment of approximately 42,000 officers for the election.
So I want to assure Nigerians that voters in Anambra should come out to cast their votes. A level playing ground is going to be provided for all the candidates. The Nigerian police does not have a candidate in this election. Our commitment and our loyalty is to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So nothing is going to go wrong in Anambra on Saturday. Everything will go on smoothly.
Across the 21 local government areas of Anambra State, an estimated 2.8 million eligible voters are expected to exercise their civic duty. 16 candidates are on the ballot. Among them are the leading political candidates, Prof. Chukwuma Soludo, APGA, Nicholas Nwachukwu, All Progressive Congress APC, Paul Chukwuma, Young Progressive Party YPP, and George Mogali, Labour Party, among others. The Oyo State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) has urged stakeholders from government, private sectors, religious bodies, and security agencies to collaborate in curbing crime across the state. Speaking at the Preventing Crime Through Community Involvement meeting in Ibadan Southwest Area Command, State Commandant CC Augustine Padunu highlighted the deployment of agro rangers to protect farmers and farmlands in Okiogun, Oyo, Kishi, and Ibarapa, while noting that many criminal herders operate at night and are not Fulani origin. He also revealed that 72 suspects are currently in custody over various criminal offenses. The state commandant visited and stakeholders forum, which was hosted by the Area A Zone of the command under the Area Command ACC Victoria Alao, had in attendance dignitaries including a Battle Southwest Local Government Chairman, Honorable Kainde Akodi, and Dr. John Famodimu, Chairman of Rulers World Master Communication Limited and Brown Tiger Security Services. Famodimu, represented by GM Mr. Wale Adenuga, praised the NSCDC for professionalism and consistent support while stakeholders, including the Peng, Gasland, and Oluyole Group, presented gifts to Padono in recognition of his tireless service to the state. Our staff reporter, Sherif Oyewole, asked the details in this report.
Oyo NSCDC seeks stakeholders' cooperation to combat crime. The All-State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) has called on stakeholders across government and private sectors, religious bodies, personal establishments, and other security agencies to join hands with the corps in the collective effort to curb criminality across the state. Speaking on Thursday at a stakeholders meeting tagged "Preventing Crime Through Community Involvement" held at the Dr. Abiodun Sande Hall, Ibadan Southwest Area Command, the State Commandant of the Corps, CC Augustine Padonu, emphasized the importance of public support and active collaboration in the ongoing fight against crime.
It's everybody's business, so we need to guide it and work together as family. Security is everybody's business. Everybody's business. One person agency cannot do it alone. A community cannot do it alone. KBC cannot do it alone. Why do we have the state apparatus for security, like Amotekun, like what do you call it? There are many like that. Agbekoya is to join other conventional security agents for us to work.
Padonu, while addressing the gathering, highlighted the Corps' commitment to safeguarding lives, farmland, and critical infrastructure within the state. According to him, the NNCDC has deployed special agro rangers with distinct uniform to protect farmers and farmland, particularly in areas such as Oke-Ogun, Oyo, Kishi, Ibarapa, and other agricultural communities. He explained that those operatives work around the clock to prevent clashes between herders and farmers, noting that many of the criminal herders involved in farm destruction are not Oyo residents.
Most of these herders are not the Fulani that stay with them. Those herders are the ones coming from neighboring states, some neighboring country. Ibadan as a whole is like a transit. These people use as a transit through Oluyole to Osun to Ondo, and they move in the midnight, and you will see them in thousands of cows. So these are the ones that perpetrate this evil. Before you wake up in the morning, they have left.
In his remarks, the chairman of Ibadan Southwest Local Government, Honorable Kehinde Akande, expressed his satisfaction over the premium delivery and support from NSCDC since his assumption of office. He appreciated them and other assistance agencies for their efforts in the protection of life as well as property, as he solicited for more cooperation.
Agencies have been doing as far as your state in general, and particularly in Ibadan Southwest Local Government. We have a kind of like working together, all the security agencies, the police, the road safety, the immigration, the civil defense. And Commander, I'll seize this opportunity as well to let you know what your guys have been doing in Ibadan Southwest Local Government, especially the area commandant. They've been very wonderful people here.
The chairman and chief executive officer of Rural Soul Master Communication Limited and Bright Tiger Security Services, Dr. John Famodimu, ably represented by the general manager, Mr. Wale Adenuga, in his speech extolled the Oyo State NNCDC for their good work laced with professionalism, coordination, and diligence.
Because my chairman and CEO, Bishop Dr. John Famodimu, whom I'm representing here, is the chairman CEO, Rulers World News Media. We are also into security services, Brand Tiger Security Services. He sent a message, a very warm message, that I should relay this to the commandant, that he is well pleased, just like that Bible verse, that he is well pleased with the activities, the performance, and the diligence and the professional manner in which this court is discharging their duties in Oyo State.
Adenuga, who reminisced on some of the quality delivery the NNCDC has rendered to Rural Soul Media, single-handedly appreciated Mrs. Victoria Alao, who whom is the area commander, offered a consistent support and friendly approach. He, however, urged them not to relent as he felt that the management of Ruler's World would never renege from supporting the agency whenever called upon. In their separate Google messages, the Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja, represented by the Iba Oluyole Alhaji Nureni Akanbi, and the community stakeholders commended the NSCDC for their proactive efforts in the eradication of crime in the state.
And the commander here, Mrs. Alao, and others, they are working they are very cooperative with their people. They are working like a family man. They are working. And our people, we are cooperating with you, but also we should cooperate with us.
Wọ́n ní ọ̀pọ̀ làwọn ṣe lè rí dáhùn lè sáré lóòtí kí ní ìfìlẹ̀ yá ṣùgbọ́n kò sí àkókò tá a pè wọ́n bá gbúrò nǹkankan tó jẹ mọ́ tó lè tapọ̀ àlàáfíà nù tí wọ́n fi sáré tètè líle sí wa tó adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn gan léyìí tí mo sì tún bẹ NSDC again látòrí ọ̀gá wa tẹ́mẹ́lẹ́ ìjókòó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni pé nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ gangan a tún ní ìdí ètò ààbò yìí sí.
They, however, enjoined them to stick to the lane of honesty, fairness, and feelings for humanity. Earlier in a welcome address, the commander, Area A, Ibadan Southwest Area Command, ACC Victoria Alao, expressed her immense gratitude to all stakeholders who deemed fit to grace the epoch meeting. She demystified that the gathering is an avenue to appreciate them for their cooperation as well as dwelling on a renewed strategy to adopt in the fighting against criminality. While appreciating all the stakeholders' exploit and their cooperation, Alao solicited for more support in order to have an easy and smooth operation in the journey of curbing insecurity, stated that security work is not limited to security agencies alone, but also applicable to the general public.
If you see something, you say something. Security agent cannot see everything, we cannot be everywhere. But when you see something that is going wrong, that is out of the normal value, as in a criminal activity, call our attention, give us information. It's very important, and we promise to preserve your identity, protect your identity, so that we'll be able to discharge our duty very well.
She, however, assured all the stakeholders who had made one demand or the other of a proactive reaction as she affirmed the agency stance of protecting life and properties of the citizen.
As my state commandant has said earlier, he has promised by God's grace we are going to put more effort and to strategize. Criminals who every day they are coming with a different strategy. We too have to move ahead of them so that we'll be able to curb this crime in our society.
Highlight of the event was the presentation of gifts to the state commandant by various stakeholders at the event, including Nupeng and the area commander, Mrs. Alao, who was the host of the event, in appreciation of his selfless and tireless service to the state. Sheriff Oyewole, Ruler's World Television News.
Nigeria has been ranked as the 6th most terror-impacted nation in the 2025 Global Terrorism Index, a report published by the Institute of Economics and Peace. The index notes continued threats from Boko Haram, ISWAP, and bandit groups, particularly in the northeast and the northwest. As part of the ranking, the report highlights that Nigerians' overall terrorism impact has slightly declined compared to previous years, thanks to intensified counter-insurgency efforts. However, the study warns that rural areas remain vulnerable due to weak security infrastructure and poverty. Atalanta's Nigerian winger Ademola Lookman was caught in a heated sideline exchange with his coach Ivan Juric during the UEFA Champions League fixture earlier this week. Footage of the confrontation went viral, sparking outrage among Nigerian football fans who labeled the coach's actions as disrespectful. Juric later played down the incidents, saying there was no issue between him and Lookman, and that emotion often run high during matches. Lookman, who has been unimpressive from both club and country, has not made any public statements regarding the encounter. Fans have continued to demand an apology from Juric, insisting that African players should be treated with greater respect in European football. The incident has reignited conversations about professionalism, race, and respecting international sports. Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka has criticized President Donald Trump, calling him a petty-minded dictator over his threat to launch military action against Nigeria. Shoyinka condemned the remark as reckless and damaging to global peace. In a statement released in Lagos, Shoyinka argued that Nigerian security crisis is rooted in economic inequality and poor governance, not religious persecution, as Trump alleged. He cautioned against using religion as a political weapon, saying it distorts the truth and worsens division. The literary icon also urged Nigerian leaders to defend the country's sovereignty and promote unity through transparency governance. His remarks have gained significant traction across social media and international news outlets. Meanwhile, Tommy Tuberville said 62,000 Christians have been killed in Nigeria, 1,000 killed in Africa, and 18,000 churches burned. He said there's a lot of evidence, and these numbers are probably underestimated. We cannot allow this to happen to people who cannot defend themselves. It's absolutely insane. If we need to get involved in something like this, President Donald Trump could end that in a heartbeat. This won't be like what's going on in North Korea, Russia, Canada, or Iran. This would help innocent people take back their country. It's a shame something like this is happening, but we cannot underestimate or overlook it, he added.
How he deals with his objects of hate. I saw it and I said, listen very carefully. And you can go and check this. I said, when that man comes to power, the first thing he will do is cancel even the green cards. I said, I'm not going to wait to be told to come for the interview or simply told, get out. Your green card is cancelled. That's all. People failed to understand. Even though I said it, people failed to accept it. So, I don't like to be kicked out. I like to kick myself out. You know, it's more dignified. After he took office, I got a letter from the IRS telling me to report for audit. The coincidence for me was very impressive. I knew I would not be able to resist making comments on what I knew would happen. And sure enough, it did not disappoint me.
The Oyo State government has approved 38.7 billion for the reconstruction of the 30-kilometer Igbo-Kishi road in the Okiogo area of the state. The decision followed an executive council meeting chaired by Governor Sheyi Makinde at the Governor House in Ibadan. The project, according to the Commissioner for Information, aligns with the administration's goal of linking our region of Oyo State with durable and accessible road networks. The council also approved other major infrastructure projects, including 39-kilometer Ido-Akufo Erua Road, valued at 50.3 billion, and a 12-megawatt gas-powered independent energy plant in Ibadan. The government stated that the projects would stimulate economic growth, improve transportation, and create thousands of jobs during the construction phase. Residents have welcomed the move but called for transparency and timely completion. That will be all for now on News Recap right here on Rulers World Television. For more updates, visit our website at www.rulersworldtelevision.com and do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rulers World Television. And do follow us on our social media handle, X, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, all at Rulers World Television. Thank you for watching. I'm Olalade Balarinwa.